Now taking the field, the Marching Saints of St. Clair High School. In 2023, the Marching Saints wanted to take you back in time to the 1990s. Our show focuses on the rock that took the world by storm and expressed the attitudes of a generation. Grunge bands remain popular today, and the music lives on as an important musical contribution to the sonic history of America. Drum Majors is a band ready to rock. If you are of a certain age, you remember the first time you listened to the album 10 by Pearl Jam. They still tour today, but the band made their mark with hits like Porch, Alive, Black, Jeremy, and our opener, Even Flow. Originally formed in Walnut Grove, California in 1984, The Offspring now have over 40 million records sold worldwide and are one of the biggest punk rock bands of all time. They hit it big with their 1994 single, Come Out and Play. The debut single from the English band Radiohead was released in 1992 and was also released on their debut album, Pablo Honey. The song Creep was a failure in the UK when released and took over a year to gain any popularity in the US. But it came through independent radio DJs in California, having a clean version to send across the airwaves that lamented, "I wish I was special. You're so very special, but I'm a creep." Our final piece from our celebration of 90s grunge rock is from a band that is more recognized for their contributions to the sounds of grunge and the aesthetics of that era than any other group. Founded in Aberdeen, Washington in 1987 by Chris Novoselic and Kurt Cobain, the band went through several drummers before settling in with Dave Grohl in 1990. The band was Nirvana, and this song is from their 1991 album titled Nevermind. This is Smells Like Teen Spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, the Marching Saints. The 2023 Marching Saints are under the direction of Micah Volz, ably assisted by Scott Fryer, drill by Mark Waymeyer, wind instruction by Dave Sanchez, percussion instruction by Jacob Lamb and Jasmine Bryce. Drum majors are Audrey Azanero, Ash Curry, and Anna Patsalis. We have more 90s rock to share with you again on Tuesday, October 10th at the MSBOA Marching Band Festival, hosted here at East China Stadium with a fine slate of bands from around the Blue Water area. We hope that you will come out and support all the bands. Tickets are available tonight if you'd like to purchase in advance. Ladies and gentlemen, the Marching Saints.
All right, we're back once again at East China Stadium. I'm Bill Nesbitt with Steve Mott to my right. You know, Steve, that first half really did show that sometimes people say cliches are tired and shouldn't be used, but you know, the cliche of a rivalry game, throw the records out. You know, you go to this game today and coming in, the records, obviously Marysville, we mentioned, had a pretty good record so far, and Saints probably has not gone as they had planned. And earlier in the year, when St.Clair played Marine City, their other big rival, they played them tooth and nail. And I think the Saints' best two games this year came against their rivals. So it's those cliches sometimes, or usually, do come true. That throw the records out when it's a rivalry game. Kids tend to rise to the occasion.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the Saints; they've had close games. You know, losing by 7 points to Lamphere and another 7 to Southlake, and so it's not lack of effort or talent. It's just sometimes the ball or plays don't go your way. Right now, Saints are receiving the kick after deferring this first half, and so let's see what we can do offensively right now.
And this could really be a telling, nice catch right off the bat. I think it was that Avery Cody plays that position over there right at the 40-yard line on a bullet kick at about belt level. Made a nice catch and got it out to about the 43-yard line where the Saints would take over.
Yeah, I'm really surprised these kickoffs from both these teams. You know, for some reason they're not very good kickers, or it's the game plan, or maybe they've been doing it all year, but you know, at this point right now for the Saints, we're in good field position, like you said, on the 43-yard line.
Yeah, I'm a little perplexed because the opening kick, if you remember, they kicked it down to the 5, and Ellis had to retreat and catch it over his shoulder, and they haven't gone to that back to that
They did
yet.
get the onside kick late in the second quarter, so.
Okay, man in motion. The slot man comes in
That's
motion.
What we can do. We got a reverse.
They're going to run a reverse again, this time an inside handoff, but they wind up. Marysville was a little more ready for that. He made a nice cut to get back inside, maybe pick up about 4 yards. So it wasn't a bad play, but probably not what they were hoping to get out of a play like that.
Stay ahead of the down box a little bit. Now you're at 2nd and 6 on the 47, and come up with another positive run or a successful pass and try to drive this down for a touchdown and see if Coach Bishop wants to go for 1 or 2. But let's get the first down.
And based on what happened last time Saints scored, I suspect if they do get there, they'll go for 2 again.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, Saints has a slot right this time. Again, they employ 2 backs, one in the pistol and one to the quarterback's right. They give to the deep back.
Nice cut.
Makes a nice cut back towards the middle. And just shy of the first down. We're going to call it 3rd and 1, but it's going to be a real short one, it looks like. Nice cut that time by Wiegand again, and that time he was able to get through that little arm tackle and not go down and get some positive yardage.
I don't know if it's legal to do that push-tush thing like they do in the NFL and high school ball, but this might be the time to do it. But Saints go from the shotgun and not under the center.
That's a long push if he's in.
Yeah, so we're not doing that.
We got a slot
Get
right
the first
this
down
time.
here.
And he's going to throw a quick little wide-out screen.
Hitch. Nice play.
Slips a first tackle and then corralled or down to about at the 45. So it's going to get a first down for the Saints, and really now again in high school ball. Anyway, this is pretty much 4-down territory now. Now you cross midfield, And it changes your play calling. You're thinking, hey, we got to hit 2.5 yards of play, not 3 in the third. So
that's a nice play by Ben and Liam there. Nice timing. You can tell they work on it in practice. Good for 1 yard, whether you run it or pass it. You got the first down, and now you got 4 more downs to go after it.
Yeah, and plays like that, like you said, is almost a running play.
Yeah.
It's designed to be a 3 or 4 yard play, and if you hit a crease, that's great. But otherwise, you just need to get. Boy, I had a little crease out there, but they filled it nice. There was a nice kick-out block on the wide defender to create a crease, but then it was filled in a hurry for maybe a gain of 2 for Peyton Ellis, bringing up 2nd and 8.
It's the first time Saints have been under center all game there, so they do have that in their playbook, looks like. So they could do the push-tush if necessary.
And it's a good question. I don't know if that's legal in high school.
I don't know if it
the
is
rules
either.
are different, as you know, at the various levels.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, you couldn't aid a runner at all,
Correct.
even one push. Now I think they've changed that. But I don't know how much the rules change in high school. Ellis goes in motion from the right slot. They, why trying to hit Pennywell again? Boy, they did have a
chip. Try to get Pennywell over the middle.
He did have the split end over on the left side. I can't see if that was Avery Cody. I think number 16 was open on a quick hitch. But obviously that's a play they feel comfortable with going to Pennywell on that.
I think after that first long catch that Pennywell had, Marysville's probably zeroing on him a little bit on that play.
Yeah, and I suspect he was part of the scouting plan, but you know how it is. Sometimes the kids lose their head and go until they make the mistake, and the coaches have to reiterate in their own way.
Got Peyton in the slot. Now he's in motion.
Motion again, just straight drop back. Going to go back to a
nice catch. Nice catch.
To Nesbitt. Nice catch going down
Referee's
for the
going to
ball
give it
at the 34.
Enough for a first down.
But we have a flag in the backfield, so it looks like it's a hold on the offense. So it was a nice gain and a nice catch down at the 34-yard line. Is all for naught, as it's going to come back, do the holding, and make it a 3rd and probably 18 now.
Well, I tell you what, the offensive line's done a great job giving Ben, pass protection all game. So that's unfortunate because that was a first down. Nice catch by Liam there, but they've done a nice job all game, the Saints offensive line protecting them.
Particularly on those straight dropbacks when the defense knows it's coming. And
well, it's coming now, I think. Yep. It's got to be a pass.
And slot to the right.
They did try to screen deep in our own zone last time.
They show blitz, but they don't. Farkas this time has to step up. He's going to get rid
of it. Got him. Oh.
That was a tough throw. He was running under major duress to his left at the last minute. Had to pull up and try to make a throw as he was about to be hit, and he was hit, but it falls incomplete.
He's does a nice job as a sophomore stepping up. Like you said, he was under duress and definitely got hit and had to rearrange his equipment a little bit when he got up. But it was a nice effort. He kept his head up. He saw the guy open. He just couldn't make the play. So now we got a punt. Hopefully we can pin him back in bad field position here.
Pennywell back in punt formation, only about 12 yards deep. Snap is fine, and he gets off another nice punt. If they cover, fields at the 20. He's got a little bit of a crease, though, and now all of a sudden he's up outside the 40, crosses the 50 where he stumbles, but there is a flag back where the crease was. So he was across midfield. So he's going to go back down inside, likely Marysville's own 30-yard line.
Nice return by Ben Lavalle there, but he did get bit by the gremlin at the 50-yard line. It looks like they are going to go back on a hold 10 more yards, so that's good for the Saints defense.
So both teams have hurt themselves now on nice plays. St.Clair a minute ago on that pass, and this time Marysville on the kick return with their own penalties after the first half being really clean. A couple mistakes early on. He's going to take them back inside or right at the 20. Big difference starting the ball at the 20 versus the 50. A huge difference.
I would say 30 yards. Am I accurate? I married a math teacher.
Yeah, it's quite clear. It took her a while to finally help you with those numbers, but you got to figure it out. But yeah, not just numerically different, but different as far as three plays versus 4 plays to get a first down.
Well, let's see if the Saints can hold up here and force a punt of their own.
Marysville employers again 2 backs this time. They give it the fullback right off.
Yeah.
No, I guess. Yep. And the Saints are there to stop it after maybe a yard or 2 gain. And give it to Scheffler right off the bat. And
it's a nice tackle by Larry again.
Looks like about a 2-yard gain for a 2nd and 8.
He does a nice job for a junior, stepping up there into the off tackle hole, guard tackle gap there.
And he plays a fair amount on the offensive line as well, so he continues to make plays.
Saints got a lot of guys going both ways, and good for them to play the type of game they have. There's
again off tackle to the left side to the fullback again.
Looks like it's enough for first down. It's a little too much on a 2nd and 8 to give them 8 yards for a first down. Again, they're going to the weak side now. Saints defensive right. So.
Now, Steve, when you coach, did you rely heavily on your guys in the press box to be able to see those alignments with the defenders to know if you can get that weak side versus the unbound side?
Yeah, we tried to, communicate and see what was the problem was. That time the Saints put Bryce G in that gap on the weak side. Unfortunately, Marysville went off tackle to their offensive right. But when we always tried to get the defensive ends to cause a pile there and force the running back to bounce it wide and not give him that direct line into the off tackle gap. If we can force them to bounce it wide, then we get our defensive backs to come up and force a 2-yard gain or loss or something.
They give back to the weak side there to the fullback, Scheffler, and it's going to be short of the first down, but it's going to make it a 3rd and about 1. Yeah, that's as you know, very difficult sometimes for the defensive ends to be able to understand how to squeeze that properly, whether they're going to wrong arm it or just squeeze it, because oftentimes they get those shoulders almost square to those pulling guards, which makes them big targets, and they need to get those shoulders square to the line of scrimmage to prevent that from happening. It's tough for those kids to do.
Yeah, and when you do it right, you got to count on the linebacker to fill that gap, and usually each linebacker has a back in the backfield to read.
A quick snap that time to quarterback for the sneak. So you got the first down, though.
Yep. I think for Marysville, you're probably going to see a steady diet of this all the rest of the game and just force St. Clair's defense to stop them. And hopefully we can get another turnover or a penalty or something. But Marysville really doesn't have a reason to throw the football.
If it's not broke, don't fix it, right? I mean, they ran the ball effectively in the first half, and the 22 points all coming through on the ground.
Yeah, it's incumbent on our defense to step up and make a play, and we have had some good plays here, but just not enough.
It's time to go. A little of the heavy formation. They had the wing and the halfback on the same side, so they can have an extra blocker at the point of attack on that quick pitch.
That's a play that you and I both coach against Marysville. Me particular, Walt Braun, and that's a play they always used.
Yeah, they counted on that. If as soon as you start trying to take away or slow down their fullback and halfback off tackle, they're going to use that to be able to get to the perimeter. Just another blocking scheme and another guy getting the ball and gives this defense one more wrinkle to have to adjust to.
This is where we got to come up with a stop here and force them to 3rd down and long.
Again, double wing this time. They're going to give it to Sakuchi again on that off tackle play. He cuts back on the outside, but he does, it looks like, get the first down for a gain of 7 yards. Going to be a first down.
You got to give credit to number 0 for Marysville, Zach Wright on the wide receiver out there. He's been doing a nice job blocking our defensive back as well.
And I think people typically don't understand how difficult that is to stalk block out in space like that. So to be able to do that effectively is absolutely, you're right, that he needs to get his kudos as well.
Yeah, they're not passing him the ball, but for him, he's a big part out there for them, blocking on that off tackle play.
So first down now inside the Saints territory at the 48-yard line. We are waiting right now for somebody in the parking lot to turn their headlights off The officials have held play for a moment. Unfortunately, the announcement, I don't think, is going to get to the person in the car. So until somebody jumps a fence or does some kind of sign language, although the car is pulling out, that's obviously probably why the headlights were on, because they're getting ready to leave their parking spot.
I don't think we did mention, though, Micah Volz and his band did another great job at halftime, as they always do. And I know Channel 6, we always show the band at halftime. They put a lot of work into their music, as well as the football players into their practices. So congratulations to Micah Volz and his band doing another great job tonight.
You know, and they always do a great job. They work really hard, as you mentioned, other athletes do as well. And one thing that I always appreciated when I used to coach here was, like Micah wanted to work with the football program, with the things they played and communicate effectively together, rather than being two separate entities. It was almost a complementary entity, and it was kind of neat.
Absolutely. He treated me the same way. It was always good. Cooper Secord got in there, nice little fumble. I think the quarterback fumbled the snap. Still able to get the hand off to the fullback, but Secord got in there and really forced that. See if we can see it on the replay. Maybe not.
You can see the same thing afterwards like we did a minute ago, because we were looking again at the guy with the headlights in the car. He fumbled the snap again a little bit, had a hard time now with the exchange. He bounces outside. Looks like they make a tackle right around maybe the 42-yard line. Like Nesbitt made a sideline tackle there to push him out of bounds. But it's going to be a nice gain, a gain of 6 to make it 3rd and 4. So I guess it's a gain of 4. That's right, because it was 2nd. And
we probably should say that the camera people are doing a really good job, especially on those replays, and allowing us to call the game. Might be our last game, Bill, but we'd like to thank them down in the trailer for putting up with us tonight.
Motion's going to run right behind here. That's an old staple of them. They like to run that guy in motion to drag the eyes of the linebacker and get that defensive back to move his feet to create a little crease where they like to run. And they did it very effectively there. They got the crease and were able to get the first down.
Yeah, Scheffler did a nice job sticking his foot in the ground and making a nice cut and getting up. You know, they're just getting 5-4 yards at a pop, and Saints got to come up with a play here to put him behind the sticks.
Well, the last 2 times Marysville has got deep in Saints territory, they've been able to make the stop when they needed to. So let's see if they are able to continue to do that. And they're going to Scheffler behind that wingback or halfback lead once again for a gain of 4 or 5 yards.
2nd and 5. Kind of chewing up this third quarter now. Saints had 1 possession, 3 plays and punt, and now the Marysville, I don't know how many plays they've had. But
I don't know, but 3 minutes left. That's a great point. They are.
Coach Tapman's going to have to maybe do some stunting or something if he hasn't already been doing that.
Well, you can see they've really brought their safety up real tight now.
There's a better effort. Looks like they got 1 more yard.
Picked up, maybe
3rd and 1, maybe.
Yeah, there's even right there where it looks like the Saints had a nice job. He still picked up 3 or 4 yards. They're doing a nice job of dragging defenders by just churning those legs. Making 3rd and 1 again. It's a 2-down situation here, so I don't expect anything except downhill running, downhill play called again.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're tempted maybe to try to pass the ball, but that's not a smart play. You might as well just chew it up. Quarterback
they
sneak
go for
again.
Sneak, and they're going to get away with one there because the back was not
set. No.
He was starting to put his hand down as the ball was snapped. He got away with that time. Not that it affected the play. The back having his hand up or down didn't affect the point of attack, but a penalty nonetheless. But it's going to give them the Vikings the first down at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, again, this has got to be the play that the Saints step up on first down and put them in a 2nd and 8 or 2nd and 12, hopefully. But I think they've seen every play that Marysville's going to run, and that's just a matter of stopping them.
And once again, go back to the replay.
That's what we want. That's what we wanted.
Looks like brought down right about the line of scrimmage. Again, I
Cooper?
couldn't see those numbers. Is that Cooper Pennywell?
Yeah, I think
Looked
that's Cooper
him.
Pennywell. That's what we want to see.
He's done that all year long. He does a great job on the
Let's see what. Watch Cooper.
Plays.
See how
he takes
him on.
Tackle,
nice play.
comes off the block by Kaza, who's quite a large, strong kid. And that's a kid of Mark Kaza, the former head coach there at Marysville. So he comes from some pedigree of understanding the game, been around it his whole life, and so nice job by Cooper of coming off that block.
Two all-area football players right there going at it.
Indeed.
Good job by Cooper. Here's
Go back
the counter.
to Sikuchi, 61 leading the way. He's getting the edge. Route out of bounds by Nesbitt after a
might be
big
short
gain.
by a yard, but
again, go back to a third and really short. A lot of times that play is really designed to come off tackle and bounce it inside, and the end is doing a nice job of now squeezing and causing it to bounce, but nobody is there, whether it's a linebacker or
that's
the
what I said
corner
earlier.
can't
That's
get
what
off that block.
as a defensive end, that's what you want. You want to close the off tackle and then make that guy bounce, and then get your corners and safeties to come up and read it.
But they're doing a nice job of stock blocking on the end.
Yes, they are.
And they had that safety coming up, and maybe he's so tight he can't get over top. And it looks like a first down for Marysville, so they're going to get down.
And they don't need to run another play here. If I was Coach Myers, I would just sit on it and go change.
Yeah, if their staff is paying attention, because sometimes on the field you're wrapped up in it, but that's why you have a staff, right? Somebody's in your ear saying, "Hey, hold on, don't run another play." I mean, that's a tremendously effective drive so far for Marysville.
The other thing is maybe you want to run a play. You got the defense tired. Or they're tired. Maybe you want to run a play. It's first down and goal. Well, I guess first down on the.
It's first
12
from 11 or 12. Yeah. So they can get a first down.
That's what they're going to do. They're going to wait till the fourth quarter.
So at the end of the quarter, it's 22-14 still. Marysville on the door, knocking on the foot on the door at the 11-yard line. We're going to take a break. Listen to our sponsors.
Thought about changing your job, finding a place to work that's close to home, a place that cares about you and your family? Well, Magna's hiring.
Hi, my name is Anthony Finley. I'm the finance intern here at Magna Electric Vehicle Structures in St. Clair, Michigan. I've never been so honored to tell people where I currently work. I love the team, I love the facility, and I love everything else about this place. And I'm really proud of the investment that I've made on my future.
North Star Bank, your local community bank serving St. Clair, Sanilac, Huron, and Washtenaw counties. When you need a local community bank for home loans, checking, savings, and other banking needs, North Star Bank is the community bank that you want to deal with. The bank that will take care of all your personal and business needs. North Star Bank has a new mobile application that you can download to make banking even easier. North Star Bank, guiding the way. Member FDIC.
All right, we're back to start the fourth quarter. If you're just tuning in or if you went to the bathroom and forgot, it is Marysville ball, first and 10 from the 11.
So they
up 22-14.
They still can get a first down. This is where the Saints need to come up with a turnover. Quick pitch. There we go. Nice play.
Job, a nice stiff arm, but he's able to fight it off. I think that's Ellis off the edge there, coming up from the cornerback position, is able to fight off that stiff arm and makes a really nice open field tackle. There's plenty of room outside of him, but he was able to bring him down for no gain. I'm going to bring up second and 10.
Nice job by Payton. That's exactly what the Saints need right here. But the Vikings really haven't changed, no matter if it's second and short or third and short or second and long. They still run the football. So,
well, we saw a minute ago it was second and 11 just prior to this series. A set of downs, it was second and 11, and all of a sudden it was third and 1. So I'm sure they still feel we're going to keep doing what we're doing because it's been effective. They have a stop in the play. Marysville's going to go to a timeout. Either they thought they had maybe not right personnel, maybe the play clock was running down, which I don't think was true, or maybe they just realized the look that St. Clair was going to defensively was going to stop whatever they had called.
Well, I think it's good for us to get us another breather. Defense got a quick one, change of quarters, and now we get another big stop by Peyton, and then we get another timeout, so we get another rest. So I think that's a positive for our defense as well.
And you know how these are. You've been enough of them. Those huddles are always interesting when you're trying to gather people's heads, but there's emotion in the moment, and you're trying to be a cool head while at the same time help maintain some intensity. Trying to get some kids that maybe their heads are in the wrong spot. There's a lot of chaos that happens sometimes in those 35 seconds you're in that huddle together.
You're hoping they're all paying attention to what you're telling them.
Yeah, because sometimes they're looking for water instead of looking for what you're going to tell them. So.
Been there, done that, too.
They come on the traditional wing tee look. And
Quick
they're going
pitch
to go
again.
quick pitch to the left side. Again, he got a few, but not what they were looking for. Maybe picked up 2 or 3, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and long here. Just exactly what St. Clair was looking to get. It's like about 3rd and 8.
So that time our defensive end tried to string out the quick pitch, and the running back cut it up inside. So sometimes, no matter what the defensive end does, like you said earlier, Bill, it's tough for them. You got to count on the linebackers to scrape, or the defensive backs to come up and make the hit. So it's 3rd down and 8, what we want here. 4-down territory, I'm sure.
They have an overload to the right side here.
Pass.
They're going to come boot back to their
tight end
right
wide
side.
open. Oh, nice
tight end
job.
Wide open, but under pressure by, I think, Cooper Pennywell.
Yeah, got his hand on it, tipped it away.
Put him under duress, put a hand on it, and put a body on the quarterback, Hunter Likens. So it's going to bring up a 4th down. I don't know.
Yeah, you watch Cooper, our left defensive end, come up here. Reads a pass.
Reads it, gets off that block. In fact, he just flat out stones the offensive
he
guard.
saved a touchdown right there because you can see number 34 was wide open.
He was wide open, and there was nobody between him and the end zone.
Yeah, nice play by Cooper. They are going to try a field goal. Looks like 28-yard field goal by Zach Wright.
Up, I think. It's over the bar and between the uprights. That's a big kick for Marysville because that makes it 2 scores
2 possession
here.
game.
And as much as they just ate that clock up, wow.
You really don't see, I mean, high school, you don't see many field goals, let alone, the way we've seen kickoffs go today. Then nice 28-yard field goal by Zach there.
I don't know, Steve, what time Vikings took over the ball in the 3rd quarter, but that had to be darn near a 12-minute drive.
Yeah, I don't know how many plays.
Into this quarter, and St. Clair had 3 plays, so I don't recall if they had an incomplete pass on 3rd down in the first drive. If they did, that was about a 1 quarter worth of a drive.
Yeah, we'll have somebody text you tomorrow morning, Bill, and give you a count.
I appreciate that.
If you're that interested. But the problem with the Saints is we got a lot of guys going both ways on the offense and defensive line, and now we got to come out and put on the defense, put the pressure on Marysville's defense, and get a drive going ourselves.
Let's see what they have dialed up this time for the kickoffs, because the last few times they've given the Saints a short field. The only time they've pinned them on the kickoff was when they decided to kick deep. So let's see what they do.
We should be on our toes right now.
Yeah, there's no reason to be lackadaisical if your kick return, because everybody and anybody is out.
For sure.
Is a target to return. This time they do kick it a little deeper, but he kicks it
out of bounds. So Saints will get it on the 35, which isn't a bad position to start offensively, and let's get something done offensively. See, Coach Bishop has had plenty of time to think about it after that. Like you said, I don't know how many minutes or how many plays, but we're going to make him kick it again. Coach Bishop's decided to make him kick it again.
Right.
Which might not be a bad call.
That last drive is really, it sounds weird, but it's almost a win for both teams because Marysville used up so much clock. It's a win for them, but for St. Clair to go up a long drive and only give up 3, that's a positive for the defense. To hold them to 3 instead of 7.
Yeah, they certainly weren't a quick hitting offense and scoring quickly on that. So we're still in the ball game. Well, we would have got it on the 35. Let's see what happens here if Coach Bishop's right. Make him re-kick.
Much better kick this time. Gets it nice and high down the middle, down to about the 14-yard line where it's fielded. And he gets it out, so it winds up being a win for Marysville because he gets out just out to about the 27-yard line. So it's a gain for Marysville by re-kicking.
So
I'm not questioning the decision. I'm just saying that's the results were advantageous for Marysville.
No, I don't think it was a bad call considering the way Marysville had been kicking the ball. So, and you got could have broke it for a touchdown. So it's only a 7-yard difference, and really you just got to come up with an offensive drive in 7 yards. Not a big deal. So I would have done the same thing.
Look, as we know, a kick return is really your most explosive offensive play. You get the most yards on that play of any play in the game typically. So you want to take advantage of it when you have a chance. It's slot left this time, under center.
Yeah, second time tonight, I believe.
They're going to give a quick dive, and
Fumble.
we drop the ball. I don't know if it came up earlier or
Looks like
afterwards,
Marysville's
but the ball's
got
on
it.
the ground. Marysville did recover. I can't see who that is. It recovered.
Looks like 33 for Marysville. Cooper Smith. I don't know what they're going to call. I thought the ball.
Nope, it's Marysville ball.
It looked like a clean fumble. It was a nice hit by Marysville defense, and Cooper Smith came up with the recovery there, which unfortunately is the Saints' first turnover of the game and only 2 penalties. They played a really clean game, like you mentioned, Bill, but not a timely turnover.
No, not after what just happened, that long drive that we just saw. Defense has got to be reeling that don't have much, and didn't get much time to talk about it and make any adjustments.
Nice, there you go, nice play.
Taking off that off-tackle, halfback, or wingback lead.
Was that Larry?
I think that was Warziniak filling that.
Yeah, it was Warziniak again. And again, I don't know if Coach Tapman called that blitz or Larry just read it after seeing so many of the same play. But now Marysville's playing behind the sticks, and that's what we want. That was a big play by the defense on a sudden change right there.
Yeah, it's a 3-yard loss. Make it 2nd and 13. And the one thing you look out there is, in spite of the last drive, I don't see heads hanging or people with their hands on their waist hanging upside down. Ball is shot up in the air.
Ball.
And it's
St. Clair's got it.
Something
nice
happened
play
on the
by
snap.
the defense.
Something happened on the snap. It shot straight up in the air, and it's Saints' ball, and it actually winds up being a gain.
Avery Cody. Let's see if that was Avery Cody. I'm not sure, but
oh yeah, the ball went right next to the quarterback's hands. You saw it never got his hands. Whether he didn't have his hands up yet because he was snapped it earlier, or he just snapped it in the wrong
it was
spot.
Avery Cody. Nice job. Big play. No, Bill, I agree. You just mentioned that the Saints aren't hanging their head or anything. They're playing football. Both sides, and
exactly what you expect in a rivalry game.
Yeah.
There's bragging rights out here. They know each other, athletically and or socially. Nice job of rolling outside
open
on that Farkas.
Nice catch.
Very nice catch. Ball's a little high, but
was
I think
that Liam?
No, I think that was Peyton Ellis climbing the ladder.
And for Peyton, that's a tall ladder to climb. He's not that gifted with the height, but that was a great catch. And Liam did a nice job throwing, or Ben did a nice job throwing on the run there, because that's a hard thing to do for a quarterback. So, Saints maybe need to open it up now.
And they did a nice job somehow suck him inside, because when he rolled, he had plenty of vision in front of him. There was nobody.
No pressure. And again, except for that one holding, the offensive line has done a really good job giving him protection all game.
Slot left this time. Halfback set, also set to the left side. He's going to go back to that quarterback keep, but this time Marysville is there ready for it. We're going to have a loss, it looks like, of 4 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 14.
Yeah, and Marysville's defense really doesn't have anything to lose by not going all out and going after the quarterback right now. They got two-score lead. They know the Saints have to pass the ball, so they're just playing pass-heavy defense.
Exactly. And so the defensive line was already keen on the quarterback in that situation. So if they were sitting in a different situation, reading that the halfback on the ride, maybe more effective. But right now, the front line obviously is keying on the quarterback in their passing situations. Quick flip out there to
that's a good game.
Alice, it looks like, and another job of picking up something really positive in a bad situation on 2nd and long and make it to a very third manageable.
What does that give us? Third and 6?
Third and about 6. Cross midfield now.
Waiting
into
for him
the
to put it up on the
49.
scoreboard. Yep, Bill's got it up on the scoreboard now. 3rd and 6 on the 49.
Well, nice thing is if you look on the other sideline, they have like markers and numbers, and you can see it's 3rd down and 6 yards from the.
Yeah, imagine that. Well, I don't know, Bill, but I think it's 4-down territory.
I think
really.
so too. I
you
absolutely
got 6
think
minutes
so.
and 55 seconds. Saints got to get 6 yards and 2 more plays.
Yep. He can
Nice
run for
job,
it now.
nice
He's got
job.
outside.
1st down, nice play.
And
we
a
got a
late
late
flag
hit.
looks like he got him well into the white on that wide sideline for a late
That'll
hit.
give us 15 more yards. So
not only does the St.
get
Clair
us close to the 25, maybe.
get that big 1st down, but they're going to have really good field position now. Really, they're going to be down to inside the 25, I think.
Yeah, close. Really, they're blitzing
They bring
they're
bring
blitzing the backside linebacker, and
he was well out of bounds.
well out of bounds.
But yeah, they called the perfect play against the defense. That was not in the right position for that, because when you're bringing guys inside and you're going to roll your quarterback outside, that spells doom for the defense and certainly helps the offense. So credit St. Clair for dialing up the right play in that situation.
It's inside the 25, 1st down, 6:42 left. Get a quick score here and
Saints in
play some defense or get an onside kick.
tight bunch to the left here, halfback set right. Again, this time he gives it. We see a flag.
A flag. It's a pretty tough call for holding on a quick hitter like that.
Unless maybe they got face mask. Because they did call
They got
hold.
us holding. That's kind of hard to hold when a quick hitter like that.
Yeah, and I'd say it could have been a very effective hold because there was 3 Vikings right there at the
We had no
tackle.
gain, right?
So the 15 yards of the Saints picked up on that late hit. They just gave 5 of it back, and on top of it, it makes it first and 15.
10 in the back. 10 of it, right?
10 of it back. Excuse me, 10 of it back, and now it's 1st and 20, which is the bigger issue.
Yep. And the clock's not our friend right now either. We have all our timeouts, but we only have 6:38 left to go in the game.
Okay, slot left, halfback set to the right. They put Ellen Ellis in motion, and they're going to roll in that same direction.
Step up.
Clark's under duress. He's still on his feet. They blow the whistle. Unfortunately,
called him
for
in the
St.
grasp,
Clair, he was in the
apparently.
grasp, but he flipped it late. Actually, was caught.
It was a nice battle by Ben. Nice battle.
Yes, it was. But unfortunately, and it was the right call. They had blown the whistle
Yeah.
prior to him throwing it.
Yeah, you got to protect the quarterback. He was in the grasp, and that situation, you don't want to get an easy hit on the quarterback.
So St. Clair will use one of their timeouts. Obviously, you don't necessarily want to this early, but you have to in this situation, given it's going to be a 2nd and long.
It would have been a running clock, obviously.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, in this situation, normally you're expecting either a completion for yards or an incompletion to stop the clock, and they got neither in that situation. They got another loss of yardage, and the clock was going to keep running.
Yeah, see, this, like we said a little bit earlier, the defense can tee off now on St. Clair's offense, being down 2 possessions, and they know they're going to throw the football. Even though I said before, the Saints' offensive line, I give them credit for the pass pro they've had most of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you 100%. They've done a really strong job all game, but now they're really in a difficult situation when the opponent really knows what you're doing.
I guess I should mention T.J. Schindler is the offensive line coach, and so give him credit for coaching up these guys. all year and really helping a young sophomore quarterback.
And play action. He's going to rush up that screen. Marysville has sniffed
nice.
it out. That was really a nice play.
As Mason Delore came and made the play.
And it wasn't just a tackle, but he read it, he saw it, and he was really on his horse early on in that play to see it.
He was the one that had the late hit out of bounds, so that certainly makes up for that mistake. Hitting the quarterback out of bounds, come up and.
Was that another? That may have been they lost 1 or 2 there. So we're at St. Clair is now at 3rd and 30. It looks like.
At 30 and.
Just moments ago they were at the 24. Now they're at the 44. It's tough.
Yeah,
they got 2 more shots, but
my 16 years of coaching varsity football, I don't really have many plays for 3rd and 30.
Certainly not when you want to practice very often on the field.
Come on, Ben. Nice.
Was it caught by Peyton Ellis over
there? I think that's going to make it really 4th down and 9, maybe 4th down and 8.
No, it's about 4th and 18.
Oh, I see. I'm looking at the wrong. I got the band in my view here.
But nonetheless, very nice throw by Farkas. Yep. Nice job of finding the spot, an open spot for Peyton. And
so it gives us a chance here.
It's a chance. I mean, it's not an easy 4th and 18, but 4th and 30 is tough. This is difficult, but not nearly like a 30-yard play.
I'd like to see him come back and try to throw to the wide side here, even though that's Ben's rolling to his left. It's kind of harder to throw, but we got more of the field on the left-hand side. So see what Coach Bishop calls.
Come back to that smash route. I see they got a bunch to the left. He's got plenty of time.
I think he got hit while he was trying to throw there.
He said he had a lot of time that time, but then he was hit late. I mean, late in the play.
Yeah, it was not a late hit. He was trying to throw it while he was getting hit.
There is a flag on the play. I don't know what it is for. It's over on the 40-yard line.
Looks like it's against us, maybe. I see him declining it over there.
I'm sure they're going to decline it.
St. Clair, penalties declined. 1st down, Marysville.
Interesting call. The side judge on Marysville's sideline called the holding. I don't know who we would be holding, or who would be calling a hold over there as a side judge on the Marysville side. But obviously, he made the call and turned over on downs with 5 minutes to go.
It is peculiar. You don't see. I mean, in general, they say certain officials are looking for certain things, and they'll say things like this is my call, that's his call, and so it's unusual if you make a call, but
he's usually calling it on a wide receiver on a run play, holding, not on a pass play there. But
nonetheless, it's Marysville ball at the 33, 1st down with just a second under 5 minutes to go in the game.
I think they're going to probably run the ball.
And the Saints are feeling the same way. They've got everybody inside 5 yards. They're
all 11 guys are packed in.
And they're going to give to second back through Sakuchi. And he's able to wiggle forward for about 3 yards.
Nice job by Bryce G. And again, Cooper Pennywell forced the play back to G by making him cut inside.
But still probably more than what St. Clair was hoping, given the defensive look they gave. Probably hoping for. And then in a minute here, they're going to have to start using one of their last 2 timeouts.
Yeah, I don't see Marysville throwing the ball, even though St. Clair's packing in the defense.
There's no reason to.
There's no reason to throw it at all. They're up 2 possessions.
Yeah, right now they want to use clock. Yeah. Clock is more important than yards, really, for them at this point.
Come up
here. Slips a tackle by Nesbitt. Looks like the ball bounced out.
See what they call here. There's a scramble. Could change possessions 2 or 3 times underneath that pile there.
Yes, it can. Who recovers this? Not always who has it.
I don't see the Saints jumping up and down, so I think Marysville probably got it. I just seen Logan Johnson, 61 for Marysville, the left guard. He's been doing a nice job for Marysville, pulling on all those off-tackle plays to their right.
So they'll give them 3rd and 2 for Marysville at the 41 coming out. It's a big play here. That's a really big play.
I'm not even sure if I was Marysville if I'd even punt it if I don't make it. Just burn some clock, or at least make St. Clair burn timeout. Marysville to call a timeout,
Yeah,
or they're going to call for delay a game.
Which is fine from their, I'm sure, from their sideline because they're not going to use the timeouts anyway. You can't take them with you.
No, they want to use their full 25 seconds before they snap the ball anyway, but they only can do that one more time. Get too close. So really, Bill, I think it's been a really good football game from both sides. You know, for Marysville being 4-2 and St. Clair being 5-1, it's
1-5.
1-5. It's been a pretty even match game, except for a few big plays. Saints had a nice big play on reverse Liam on their first offensive possession to tie the game at 7. But Marysville just had too much run game for the Saints defense.
Yeah, their offensive line, even though the Saints defensive linemen have made some real nice plays here and there, you got to give Marysville offensive line credit. They have consistently found 3, 4, 5 yards a play and at times 30, 40 yards. So credit that offensive line for Marysville for really establishing the ground game today.
There's no reason not to snap the ball because the clock's not running.
Right. We'll put the wing in motion here, just trying
Fullback.
to saw some eyes.
Looks like
looking I'm not
looking at
sure.
the side judge, looks like they're going to give him enough for the first down.
Depending on which side judge is given the mark, I suppose.
Maybe they're short because they're letting the clock run. It didn't stop the clock.
Yeah, they stopped him. He's short. He's short
so it'll be fourth down
by about a yard. So St. Clair's going to use one of their last 2 timeouts, which I think they really needed to because time is more important at this point. You're losing another 40 seconds, and it's almost impossible to come back and get 2 scores. So it's going to be 4th down and 1. So now it's going to come down to, on Marysville's sideline. Are they going to challenge the offensive line and say, hey, let's put this game away by getting a yard? Or are they going to trust their snapper and punter and say, hey, make them go a long way twice?
I think they're going to go for it. They're going to. Dan Campbell, the Lions, has kind of set the example of going on 4th down in the NFL. And I think it's trickling down to the college and in the high school, and really being a 2-possession game. Saints only have 1 timeout. Even if they do stop them, they got to score quick and then get the ball back. So,
correct.
And for as well as the defense has played for St. Clair, they really haven't stopped Marysville too often on these short plays.
Well, they're coming out under center. Again, everything's packed in.
We got to blitz both linebackers here in the A gap. Here they come.
They're coming up. They're walking up late.
Yep.
Quick
pitch.
And
Santa
it's a great play off the edge.
Nice job
by Peyton Ellis. An absolutely outstanding defensive play. Diagnosed it and was in the backfield almost as quickly.
They tried the quick pitch. Peyton Ellis up top, read it. He came up.
You saw on the
right
snap
there.
he was coming. He was coming on the snap. Got there before the blocker could get to him and made an absolutely perfect form tackle for a loss of 3 or 4.
They got a Saint Viking.
Now, this is what you don't want to see on either side. You'd like to see people get out unscathed, and we expect people get hurt, as in always, but you never want to see injuries.
Yeah, so we'll kind of wait here and be quiet and see what's happening. Can't really see a number.
I can't see him. He's got his both hands up over his shoulders. Sometimes almost wonder.
Trainer's looking at his ankle.
Sometimes when you see a kid put his hands up in his head like that, one of 2 things: he's either grimacing or in pain, or he's trying to get his wind back. Got that wind knocked out of him. But it's really hard to tell.
If it is Carter, he might have got the wind knocked out of him. We don't want to speculate, but hopefully he's all right. Peyton did have a nice tackle.
Okay, we're gonna take a break here while they attend to the injured player and hear word from our sponsors.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 300,000 participants here in Michigan who take part in high school sports.
Hi, my name's Heath Osterbeck, and I've been selling Ford vehicles here in St. Clair County for 21 years. Since we've become a LaFontaine dealership, I feel the guest experience is getting better all the time. Whether it's ordering your vehicle online, having that brand new Ford delivered to your home or office, or imagine us picking up your vehicle for your service needs and getting it back home before your kids need to be picked up from school. That's the LaFontaine family deal. Come see me today or shop online at LaFontaineFordSt.Clair.com.
North Star Bank, your local community bank serving St. Clair, Sanilac, Huron, and Washtenaw counties. When you need a local community bank for home loans, checking, savings, and other banking needs, North Star Bank is the community bank that you want to deal with. The bank that will take care of all your personal and business needs. North Star Bank has a new mobile application that you can download to make banking even easier. North Star Bank, guiding the way. Member FDIC.
Okay, that was Carter Suchi injured going off.
But you'll be glad to know that he was able to walk off on his own power.
Yeah, might have got his win.
Take off over the ball. They're going up top, looking deep for Nesbitt.
Oh, nice.
He actually made a nice defensive play.
Incomplete.
The ball was underthrown.
Yeah,
and
nice job by Liam.
Yeah, knock it away from the defender.
As well as offensive line has played, and I think we did get away with a hold on that one, but Liam turned into a defensive back on that one, and so Saints live to make another play and 2nd down and 10.
And he actually had a couple steps on the defender, but because Farkas was on the move, he couldn't quite get enough behind it to be able to plant that back foot and drive to get a little more depth on the throw. So
and it is a disadvantage to the offensive line at this point right now that Marysville's defense just can come, not really respect the run.
Straight drop. He's looking outside. Dropped by Nesbitt on about a 4-yard hitch. There's a flag. Comes out late.
Might be a penalty on Vikings.
I did see Farkas on the ground late.
Yeah. It's against Marysville. To be against 46 Bryce Smith. Personal foul.
Sportsmanlike conduct play. On penalties on the play. Unsportsman conduct on St. Clair, number 7. Unsportsman conduct, number 36 on Marysville. Both dead balls offsetting.
But anyway, that was a classic trying to run before you catch the ball for Liam.
It was.
And as many great catches as he's made all year, he would want to have that one back. Yep. He's not going to drop that too often. I really don't get the penalties, but
I didn't see it, but they're offsetting. It's rarely do you see when a quarterback's on the ground. He got the penalty, but maybe he shoved first and the kid shoved back. Maybe he said something you don't know.
You don't.
I'm gonna give the guys in the striped shirts the benefit of the doubt. They're making the call anyways.
They're closer. Matter. They're closer than us.
Yep, and their call was what matters. Pettinger in motion here, looking deep.
You got him open.
Yes. Makes the catch at the inside the 5.
Get there. Yes.
Okay, now there's
Is that Peyton again?
That was Peyton Ellis. Great adjustment on the ball. The ball again was underthrown. But he did a great adjustment, come back for the ball, and then not only made the catch, but made both defenders miss and scampers in from the 5-yard line to give the Saints not only a score, but a real legitimate chance here now.
Yeah, like you said, Peyton did a nice job adjusting to the pass. Ben got it out there far enough. He came back.
Throwing it deep, but just got on, just underneath. He was actually, again, like the moment ago with Nesbitt, Ellis was a step or two behind the defensive back.
Yeah, we got to get this 2-point conversion because that gives us a field goal. We can tie it. If we don't get this 2-point, then we got to get the onside.
But we're going to go for we're going to kick the extra point.
I know.
I was surprised by that as well, but
yeah, that gives us that means we got to score a touchdown.
Have to score a touchdown. I had to go on for 2. A field goal, as you said, would tie it.
It's no good.
She missed, so it's
we got to get the touchdown anyway.
Yep. So at this point, it's going to come down to a touchdown. Any way you look at it, it's going to come down to an onside kick,
which we've seen several of them tonight.
We've seen the ball on the ground.
Everybody's had a lot of practice.
Yep, whether they're intentional or not, we've seen them. So let's everybody hold on to their hats.
Actually, there's plenty of time if we can get the recovery.
Oh, there's
2:30 and a first and a timeout.
Absolutely plenty of time. I mean, as much as St. Clair has put the ball in the air, 2:30 is plenty of time for them to get down the field.
Yeah, it was good to see him throw to the wide side, the left side, even though it's harder to throw for Ben. But what a great catch by Peyton.
You know, and he just went from making a huge play defensively to get the ball back for him.
That's true. He
and
did.
Then makes that play on offense. That's just that's a player right there.
You know how important seniors are, Bill. So that's a senior for you, and he's played since he was a sophomore. So he's played a lot of varsity football. His brothers were great players too.
Well, he's only a junior too.
That's right.
So it was a senior play by a junior. So that's a heck of a play.
Seems like
sometimes you think they're them forever.
Between him and his brothers, they've been here for 10 years.
Again, not terribly uncommon in small town high school football. You'll see, the same names year after year.
Yeah, I don't know the family, but I know I've had both the other brothers in class and stuff, and so
all great young men.
Parents have done a great job.
Yes,
good for them.
Yes, they have. Not because they're good athletes either. It's because they're good young men. I had them in class, and knew how to behave and treat people well and work hard.
All right. Look like Jack Hurley covered that onside kick, so the Saints only have one timeout. I can't do the math, so I'm not sure, but if we can stop them and force a punt, 25 seconds for every play after the first one.
But a lot of it comes down to how soon do they spot the ball and start the clock.
Yeah.
So
if I was Marysville, I just I don't know, did Carter Suchi come out there or not? But
I don't know if that was Sakuchi or if that was Hunter Likens, the quarterback. It looked like. I think it was Hunter Likens. It looks like a different kid
I'd just give the fullback the ball and.
But when you have the quarterbacks out, that's when you get those.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. There's the flag.
Looks like Marysville's got a penalty.
So yeah, maybe it was Sakuchi because I do see Hunter Likens, the quarterback, is on the field again.
I think it was
2 or 3 minutes
Marysville, number 61, 15-yard penalty from the spot of the ball.
Yeah, I think it was.
Now, that's
Carter.
really a huge mistake for Marysville, not only because of the 15 yards, Coach, but that stops the clock. So the two things they didn't want, they gave up field position if St. Clair gets a ball back that's 15 yards closer to the end zone, and the clock has now stopped, which gives them a chance to actually get the ball back.
So it was a dead ball foul, so it's second down, correct?
Yep, it's second down. Second a long way, and the distance doesn't matter. It's the fact that the clock is not going to start until the ball snapped.
No. And if we can hold them.
Oh, no, they did start the clock. That's right, they don't.
On an offensive penalty?
Yeah, they changed that rule now, I guess. But
Well, we got to probably get a timeout after this play.
They don't have.
We only got one left, unfortunately.
He gives to off tackle there over to Scheffler again from the fullback position. That play has worked really well for him all day, but it was after that penalty. It's a long way to go.
Yeah, we get the timeout. And we might come down to we might have to.
Marysville called that timeout, Coach. So actually
Marysville did?
Yeah. So St. Clair still has a timeout left. They're going to get if they get a stop, they're going to get the ball back with at least a minute and some change to go.
Thank you.
With likely decent field position.
Yeah, there's some interesting scenarios here, Bill. Marysville can force the Saints to get a timeout, use their timeout, and run the clock down and punt.
Okay, it's wrong. Okay, yeah. Apparently, there's a mistake on the board itself. St. Clair did take the timeout. It was not a Marysville timeout.
Okay.
So
then good. I agree with that timeout.
Yes,
not Marysville's.
I agree. Yep, I'm with you.
But we're going to maybe have to come up with a punt block situation.
So we go 3rd and 16. I do suspect no matter what, Marysville will continue to run the ball. We're going to go off tackle here again with Scheffler. But again, it was such a
fourth
long
down and 10
situation. It's going to be 4th and 10.
And they're probably going to burn. They're probably going to burn their go down and then call a timeout and punt, I would say.
Yep.
And we might get the ball under a minute to go.
Roughly a minute. It should be. Yep.
50 some seconds.
Yeah.
But I think we have to go to try to block the punt. But that's my opinion.
Hopefully, it's something that the Saints have worked on in practice. Have a good punt block in their arsenal. We'll see.
Yeah, you got Peyton and you got Liam, big, fast, guys. Yeah, that's right. Right call by Marysville. 55 seconds left, so should get it with 50 seconds to go.
Which, as we saw a minute ago, that's certainly enough time to score for a team that throws the ball as much as they have today. We haven't seen Marysville drop back to punt too much today, so it'll be interesting to see.
Have they punted at all, or have they punted once?
I think they punted one time.
Yeah. So we don't even really know how.
And it's not a matter of the punt. Sometimes it's a matter of the snap. At this level, sometimes the snap is slow getting there, or is off the mark. Sometimes. I used to tell punters, the number one part of this play is catching the snap. Sometimes punters get ahead of themselves.
You got to try to block it.
Yeah.
Who's doing the yelling? What's it yelling? I don't know. So in high school ball, I don't know, Bill. I haven't coached in a while. Is it running into the kicker only a 5-yard penalty, or automatic first down even if you run into him? So I think you got to go for the block here.
You got to go for the block. But it doesn't look like it really.
False start, Marysville.
There's a little issue with the clock here from where they wanted to start the clock at. Plus, the clock started to run prior to the snap, and that was.
I'm not really sure on the clock rule.
Timeout. So the clock should be, I think, at 55 and should not start until the ball is snapped. It's back at 55 seconds. It shouldn't start until the ball is snapped because it was a stoppage of play.
And I don't know why the Saints need everybody up on the line of scrimmage. They got 3 guys back here.
Yeah, they're really not coming.
No.
Let's see. They're trying to set up a return.
Out of bounds.
Marysville did a great job. I'm sure that's what they want to do.
Yeah,
angle towards the sidelines.
Good job by Coach Meyer is kick the ball out of bounds. Don't give Peyton a chance to return it. Or is that?
And equally good job by the punter because, as we know, you can have a plan, but it's got to be executed.
Yep, as we know.
That was very well executed there as well.
Yeah.
So both teams really made some plays there. St.Clair was able to get the stop, get the ball back, but Marysville a nice job flipping the field and making St.Clair go. They're going to have to go 71, almost 72 yards in 50 seconds. Nice
high school football game. Beautiful night. 5 point separates 2 rivals here, and you just want a chance, and you never know if it's going to work out or not, but you got a chance.
St. Clair's going slot right here. They had almost max protection. Going out of to the sidelines. Quick catch, quick
and to stop the clock.
Right at the sticks.
Be short.
Stops.
Be short by a yard.
Second one, but that's not. I don't
the clock is still running. I don't know why. The clock should not be running. Yeah.
So now the clock was starting. I think they're going to reset the clock back to 37, which is where it was.
More than that, I think.
The clock. Oh, yeah. No, that's right. 40. I was thinking 43. It's 44 seconds. They're going to put it back because he did go out of bounds.
Yeah. It's hard to see. You couldn't really see the referee waving his arms to stop the clock from our side. It was all the way over there, so I don't blame the.
No, it happens. They got it right. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, you got it right.
It's tough running. Where it's supposed to be.
It's tough running the clock, and you can't see everything going on.
No, because you're supposed to go by what you see, not by the official calls, not by what you think happened. So. Yep. We go a little bit of play action.
You got him.
Somebody deep. If he can get it out there, I don't know.
Nope, he underthrew him. No, incomplete.
He dropped it. That was a tough play.
But you had him.
Yep. It was not a bad play design. It looked like they were going to do that quarterback keep off that ride fake, but it was clearly a design pass. He just needed to be able to flip those hips so he could get a little more behind it, but he was unable to.
Like we said earlier, it's tough for a quarterback, even college or pro, to run to the left and throw the ball, and Ben did a good job trying. He's only a sophomore. Get in the weight room, get stronger, go to some quarterback camps. He does a nice job running Coach Bishop's offense.
Just keep getting better at the fundamentals. That'll help that.
Yeah.
Okay, so go bunch right here. Single guy split left. Ellis to the outside. Overthrew him a little bit. Obviously, they were trying to isolate him to be able to get the first down and get out of bounds.
Yeah, Peyton took a shot in the ribs, it looks like, or the back.
But couldn't connect. I would suspect here that they'll do something to roll Farkas out to give him the option of
well, you got to get the first down. It's 4th down and 1.
Yep.
You got to get the first down. That'll stop the clock for a few seconds, move the chains, and then you got to be ready to snap the ball. So you got to get the first down.
It could be a deal where they're going to either throw a real quick out or, again, roll him out where he can
Well, you got a quick hitch to Liam. Liam's wide open up top. They're playing so far off.
Really quick hitch.
They got to get it to him right now and get him out of bounds.
Throw it to him right now.
Yep, get out.
But he didn't get out of bounds because he threw it low.
Get on the line of scrimmage.
That's the ball. They needed to get thrown up to his numbers instead of his ankles.
They'd be better off
he could have caught
a quick hitch to get him out of bounds.
Now the flag comes out late. I did think it looked like a false start. They jumped a little early, which is not going to – the yards is not the issue. It's just they wanted the clock.
But do they run time off the clock?
I don't know.
In
high school, yeah.
In college, they do.
False start.
If they have a timeout, they don't have to run the clock.
No, but if they're going to go back and huddle up, they're going to be in trouble if they don't go to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. But going back to that play, it would have been nice just to do a quick hitch to Liam for a 2-yard gain and get out of bounds.
Just throw it to him where he was, and step forward 2 feet, and then get out of bounds. You're right. There was no reason to run a 4 or 5-yard route.
Right. Okay, we got first down.
Second down now after the
second down and 15, and like you said, it's not the yardage now; it's the clock. Your enemy. What a football game, Bill.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. I'm not sure they'll have us back, but that's okay. It's been enjoyable. It's been enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, it's games like this, though, when you're in the booth as opposed to outside. You almost wish it was raining just so you could take advantage of having a roof over your head. I just. It was. It's been a beautiful night, weather for a high school football game.
Great for both communities. Denny White Trophy.
Yep.
Nothing better than having a
Farkas
close game.
Out.
Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it.
He is scrambling. He's still on his feet.
Oh.
And dropped. It would have been for a 5-yard gain, but still, you need to make that catch.
Yeah, need to catch it.
Right on the sideline, it would have been a 4th and 10 with the clock stopped. Instead, it's going to be a 4th and 15.
What a great scramble job by Farkas. So
if nothing, you just like the way he was competing in that situation.
He's only a sophomore, and like I said, he's going to get better. He's got 2 more years, and like I said, get to some quarterback camps, get bigger and stronger in the weight room. Coach Schindler's done a great job. I was over there this summer looking at Coach Schindler's weight room, Coach Bishop, and man, they've done a nice job with donations from the community and stuff.
Yeah, and fundraisers of really overhauled the equipment.
What a catch.
What a catch. That's Nesbitt at about the 32-yard line.
Okay, get down, fall down. You got to give them forward progress.
Clock, they should, and the clock should stop. It will stop. It'll stop for the first down to move the chains.
I think he was beyond that, but that doesn't matter.
Well, the clock stops. Let's move the chains.
Yeah. See, and they shouldn't. The chains weren't even set.
Yeah, I know they weren't. That's what you call a 50-50 ball. You got to win those sometimes if you want to be good. And I'll give Nesbitt credit there. He went up and took the ball away from the defensive back to give him a chance.
Can we get 2 shots in the end zone in 10 seconds, Bill? I don't know. Hopefully
you certainly can get 2 plays off. Whether you try to get something underneath first or 2 shots in the end zone. But that's enough time to take 2 shots in the end zone. 10 seconds.
Well, Marysville's going to give you everything underneath now. The defense is going to be back. They're going to give you everything. underneath. Just
But if they had that smash route concept like they had before, somebody deep and somebody at 15 yards underneath by the sideline, you got two options.
Yeah.
Take the shot if it's there. If not,
I might bring Peyton out here like they're doing one-on-one, like he scored on the touchdown.
Yeah.
Number 2, Hunter Likens, is on Peyton, and I just take a
the
shot
key here
right
is
now.
You got to give him protection.
Yep.
Going up top. Out of bounds.
Threw him out of
He was
bounds.
out of bounds.
Couldn't
They
catch
threw
it.
it where
Threw him out of
couldn't
bounds.
get to it.
4 seconds.
So this is going to be, barring some penalty, this is going to be the last play of the game. This is going to have to be, they're going to have to buy him time because that last play, had he caught it, was not going to be in the end zone.
No.
So this one, you're going to have to either catch in the end zone or have some space in the middle of somewhere where you can run after the catch.
I put Liam or Peyton out here on the hash in the near side and get one-on-one again. I'd put him on the hash because that gives him a little more
room to the outside.
To the wide side.
Yep. What did he say? Sarkis back to throw. He's scrambling a little bit, stepping up.
He's got to throw it. He's got to throw it. No, that's not going to do it.
And that's going to end it on the scramble with 4 seconds to go. That'll end the game. That's a heck of a football game. Both teams competed to the last whistle. Both teams did their communities proud.
Yeah, let's break up the sideline over there. Shake hands. What a great game. What a great first game for the Denny White Trophy between Marysville and St. Clair. And I'm sure St. Clair is going to come back next year at Marysville and want to get that trophy back. But congratulations to Coach Meyer and Coach Bishop for putting on a great game tonight. And good luck to both teams for the rest of the year.
And this is going to be the last game of Channel 6 for the Saints this year. Is this last home game. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks, Steve, for joining me today. It's my
enjoyed it, Bill. Appreciate giving me a phone call yesterday, the last minute.
I wanted to give you plenty of time to prepare without being too nervous.
If my son had a hockey game, I'd have to say no. Good seeing you, Jimmy.
This CTV Sports presentation was brought to you by Magna, magna.com/careers, with support from LaFontaine Chevy Buick GMC, where you get the family deal, by Murphy Inn Restaurant and Hotel in St. Clair, by LaFontaine Ford, where you get the family deal, and by North Star Bank, North Star guiding the way. And of course, by CTV, your community TV channel in Marine City and St. Clair.